Good afternoon. I want to discuss about the actions of the lateral pterygoid muscle, particularly its upper head. Generally, for describing the actions, we have to consider how the muscle is directed from the mandible. If the muscle is directed downward, then it will depress the mandible. If it is directed forward, it will protract the mandible. As far as the lateral pterygoid is concerned, it is directed forward, so it will protract the mandible. It is directed downward overall if we consider, then it will be involved in the depressor of the mandible, and it is directed towards the medial side or opposite side, and because of that it will pull the chin to the opposite side. That means the lateral pterygoid of the left side will pull the chin to the right side. Now, if you consider just the upper head is definitely directed forward, so it will be protracting the mandible. It is directed medially, so it will be involved in the lateral movement of the mandible. But is it involved in the elevation of the mandible? That's the problem. Not much upward direction from the mandible for the fibers of this head, but if the mandible is depressed, then the upper head fibers may be directed to some extent upward, and because of that, the main action is not the actual elevation, but keeping the closeness between the temporal bone and the mandible. So it is involved in that kind of stability of the mandible during various movements of the mandible. And that is how the joint integrity is maintained. And if this muscle is weakened or involved in paresis, then the mandible may separate from the temporal bone. The TM joint dislocation may be facilitated by such a weak upper head of the lateral pterygoid. And part of the idea which I have presented here, I derived from the Oral Anatomy by Seacher and Dubrul. The last edition of that book was published in 1988. Thank you very much.